I'm NightShade, and that's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sophie, and that's my daughter.
This is going to be a universal read for you guys.
All right. Oh, I have the 6 of Wands on the bottom.
Ooh, that's a good card. I got the 4 of Wands. Look at
Oh.
that. Isn't that cute, y'all?
We are using the Deviant Moon cards,
Yeah.
both of us. So let's see what's out there for a universal
one out.
read.
Knight of Cups, y'all.
Oh.
Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups are coming at you.
All right.
Ooh, let's hope that's nice. I like that.
Oh,
I see
Queen
some
of
good
Wands. Queen of Wands.
All right, there's your dynamic, creative female. Very attractive.
Oh.
Everyone likes her.
Oh my goodness. All right. The 7 of Cups. Wow. Oh, the 3 of Swords. And the Hierophant.
Okay, well, it's not what you thought, but that doesn't mean it's bad, right?
Not at all.
Doesn't mean it's bad, y'all. Just because it's not what you want. It might be exactly what you need. Oh, I'm speaking the truth. There's the King of Swords. So
Yeah.
let's see. Even though it's not exactly what you want, it may be exactly what you need.
You're thinking about it. Remember, throws are fluid. Time is fluid in a throw. When you see this, when you're meant to see
Joel,
it.
come on now.
And he, she, it doesn't matter. If it resonates with you, it resonates with you. All right. What have you got there?
The High Priestess.
Oh, under the King of Cups.
The High Priestess, Knight of Cups. Under the Knight of Cups, you've got the High Priestess.
Oh, look at this. The Ace of Cups.
Yes.
Under the Queen of Wands. Wow.
Well, lots of attention.
You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose this love that's being offered to you. Or love you've been seeking, or love you've had.
Yeah, I was just thinking, look, there's the Queen of Swords. Okay, on a side note, all right? Because remember, every reading, especially when we do universals, it's going to have several different embedded meanings in there. It's not just one reading. So we try to look at it like, you know, and give you little any tidbits or side notes or whatever. For anybody that's not seeing it correctly, don't get carried away in it. There's, how can I say this?
Sometimes we want things to just be perfect right off the bat.
Well, but sometimes we're actually led to believe that, okay? This is the one who is like, you're not going to get me to believe that. I'm going to go find out myself. Look, there's a whole lot. Okay, and I'm not just talking about virus stuff, you know, and not just news stuff. I'm just talking about, you know, and I was thinking about that earlier. That's so
life
funny.
in general.
Life in general. People tell you stuff to get you to think about them in a certain way. People tell you stuff and say things and word things in a specific way and present things in a specific light to get you to think a certain way about stuff. It's called manipulation. We all do it all the time. We're all guilty of it. So I don't even know if it's a crime. I don't know if you can even be considered guilty of manipulation unless it's extremely negative and someone's doing it with full force and really putting it in there and saying, I'm trying to bring this person down with manipulation, that kind of thing.
But a lot of times we don't even know we're doing it.
No, of course not. A lot of, and you want to present yourself in the best light possible, for sure. You always do, because you want to think that way about yourself. See, this is somebody who's getting like, this is somebody who, by following their non-reason and being staunchly, like, black or white, is being led to their demise. There's a lot of gray, and that's so funny that I said, because I look at her, she's super black. Look, he's more gray. There's a lot of gray area in here about what's good and what's bad. That's why one of our big themes on this channel is, if it's good for you, it's good. If it's bad for you, it's bad. You cannot judge what's good for you by what's good for the world, because obviously what's good for the world is not exactly the same as what's good for you. There's a whole lot embedded in here. Okay, so that's what I had on the bottom of my deck.
4 of Wands.
About pay attention, just because it's just the way people are wording things. There's something in here about the way people are wording things. They're wording them a certain way. They're getting emotions. See, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I can't really put my finger on it. If I had an example right in front of us, I would say, look, do you see how that's worded? There's a lot of headlines, but it's everywhere. It's social media. It's any kind of news. I don't watch the news because I think it's pathetic. I just can't even stand it anymore. It's all rhetoric. Just imagine right now. Okay, there we go. That opened the door for me. Just imagine the entire world is nothing but a bunch of rhetoric. What would you choose to listen to, and what would you choose to not listen to? If it was all, meaning every single commercial on TV, every single show, every single news outlet, every single social media outlet, every single thing. Every magazine, every pretty picture of somebody, every beautiful girl, every hot guy, every beautiful baby, every picture of a family that you see. What if that was all rhetoric? Every single bit of it was to get you to think a certain way about certain people, about certain things, about certain words. And that's all, God, that's really deep. Why am I going that deep? The sun hasn't even gone down yet. But there's a lot of that in here. Right there. With that whole, a whole lot of people going, I'm going to lead you the way I want to lead you, because I'm the high priestess. So you just have to be careful with that. Just remember, think for yourself,
you
guys.
have to use your intuition.
Yes, and not only that, you have to use your own reason. If something doesn't seem reasonable, you know the best way to convince yourself, the best way to find out information is to go to the other side, the side that you say that would never happen, or I'm not that way, or that, and go look at them. Try to convince yourself that you're wrong about something, and see if you don't come to a different conclusion about things.
Yeah, and another story going on here. A few of you out there, or one of you out there anyway, has had a broken heart by someone.
Oh yeah.
And they're regretting it. They're sneaking around. They're watching you on social media, on however they can.
Oh, yeah,
they're even sneaking by your house, your apartment, whatever. They regret what they did to you, but they do not know how to
take
approach
it back,
you.
Apologize. Yep, I'm getting the same thing you just said. Yeah, look, Hierophant, 5 of Pentacles, Star. So I'm not going to put it down. That's just what she said.
They are in full regret as to what they did, and the cards aren't showing what they did.
Oh my God!
With you,
please do not be for me. I refuse this reading.
If the cards resonate with you, you'll know what was done, but they regret it so badly. Now, whether you want to give them another chance or not, that's up to you.
Well, okay.
But they are in full regret, and they wish they could take it back.
As you're talking, I'm throwing out this one, this one, this one. That was on the bottom of my deck. Look, I'm just throwing out the same stuff you're talking about.
So
it's
that's
just reiterating
another scenario. And it doesn't matter he, she. It doesn't matter what sign you are. If it resonates, the 5 of Swords.
What she's saying is the truth.
Yes.
She's saying the truth.
They wish they could take it back so badly, but they do not know how. So if this is something you can forgive and forget, then I don't know. Maybe you reach out to them however you see fit, however it resonates with you. If it's something you can forgive, because they regret it to the bottom of their hearts, as that saying goes. I don't know what the bottom of the heart means, actually.
I don't either.
But they truly wish they'd never done it. So if that helps you at all, whether it lets you walk away from the issue or reach out to them, that's up to you. But
so this person truly is sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Lynn, let's do something we don't usually do in a reading. Instead of just tossing out cards, let's ask. Well, I already got the truth for what I was asking. Is this person sorry? And they're seriously like, I'll never do that to you again. Like, making you a promise, I'll never do that again. I will live my life knowing for sure I will never put myself in that situation. I will never get you in that situation. Whatever it was that they're sorry about.
Yeah.
They'll never do it again, and they're really they're truly imagining that they'll never do it again. I mean, and who knows what it was, whether they had an affair or they took money from you or you guys had some sort of fight and there was words flying around, because there's a lot of manipulative words underneath the surface of this whole reading, which is all right here.
Yeah. Swords.
Look at all this. And this is like the after effect of it. So
yeah, so that it's up to you if it was something that you can forgive.
It's up to you, exactly. If it's something you can forgive, just like she said. This one's up to you. Now there's a Queen of Pentacles. It's going under that 7 of Cups now. It's got 2 queens underneath it.
So let's see what else the cards say. All right.
I mean, you're going to have to feel that one out because, look, you got an Ace of Cups right next to that Queen of Swords.
You have to use your intuition. You have to use your
intuition and look at what you're feeling. Look at what you're feeling when you guys sit down and this person apologizes to you. If that's what you want to do. I mean, if that's what you want to do. If you say, hit the road, Jack, and that's it, then that's how you do it. And that's it. That's how I do it. But
either way, the person who did this to you, he, she, it doesn't matter. They will be a better person for it because they've come to their senses. They are going to be a better person.
Look, there's the Hermit.
What they did, they will never do again in whoever's life they are in. They will know how much it hurt when they did it before, and this situation made a better person out of them.
And that's somebody that you know is on the right track. Because none of us are perfect. Don't even lie. I'm not going to lie. You're not going to lie, right? None of us are perfect. I have contributed my share to everything. I try not to these days because I find that the after effects of it are worse than the moment. I find that I chastise myself more than I would chastise anyone else.
Yes.
Whenever I go astray and words start flying or emotions get high or whatever, if I react, I feel worse after that I reacted. Even if the moment is terrible and I want to say something and I feel like it, I find that if I rein it in, then that's better. But the after effect of it is what I'm trying to avoid. It's like I feel better if I don't feed into it. And we all know we've done it before, but hopefully, that's one of the things about cards. That's one of the things about being a reader. When we have people that we read for a continuous period of time, we can see how their life actually changes.
Exactly.
If you're open and you take the advice of the cards, they're trying to lead you to a more balanced, whole state. That's the whole purpose of it. These are just tools. So if you're listening to it and you're actually paying attention and you can go, yeah, I can rein in my emotions. I won't repeat that cycle again. Let me back off from all of this. Let me listen to my heart for a moment. Let me do some meditation. Let me listen to my intuition for a moment. Let me sit down and let me talk to this person on solid ground, with solid feet under me, so that I don't get manipulated. Let me hear them out. This person may be somebody in your life that you don't have a choice to hear out or not. It may be your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, your brother. Maybe somebody extremely, extremely close to you, especially in these times. People are getting together with like family, extended family, stuff like that. We're all going like, hey, don't let mama and grandma and aunties go out. We'll go out and get food and whatever and bring it back. A lot of people are taking control of situations that, weren't theirs to take control of until all of this stuff happened. So maybe that played a part in it, but it's like, look, you've got all this heartbreak and left out stuff in the home over there. So who is it that did this to you? Is it worth giving them a listen?
Just to listen and then decide for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, can you guys talk on the phone and then you can decide for yourself? Because you'll feel it. I guarantee you. You're going to feel it. The high priestess is right next to a cup. She's telling you to listen to your emotions. Oh, yes, look.
And
she's telling you to listen to your reason.
And then the hangman. They just wish it could all go away and they could start fresh.
Like I said, ain't none of us perfect. How did you contribute to this? Okay, so there we go. There's two sides of the coin that I was talking about earlier. Think about it. How did you contribute to this situation instead of blaming 99.9999% of it on the other person? Miss Ivory Soap, Mr. Clean as a Whistle, bullshit, you're not, and you know it. You know it's true. How did you contribute to this? Were you cold-hearted? Were you mean? Were you standoffish in this whatever relationship? Did you not give this person what they needed? And so this person overreacted. There's two sides to every story. Look at the other person's side and see and try to convince yourself. Look at it through the other person's
And that's so important because we had a reading that it was like someone was mad at someone else. And it's like, did you stop and consider where they're coming from? Why they're acting the way they're acting? You know, did you do anything to contribute to it?
And we all do, but we never take responsibility for that, especially if we're the one who walks away. That's easy for me to do. I just walk away from shit. I don't care. I'll never talk to you ever again. Super easy for me. It's not easy for everyone to do that. For me, it's just a gift, y'all. I love it. I can walk away from somebody and never speak to them again. It's fantastic. But not everybody can do that. And I've learned over the years, it didn't help me. It didn't help me because all I did was walk away sometimes feeling just super self-righteous about stuff and go, yeah, whatever, I'm out of that, too much. But now I can be in the moment in certain things and I don't get swept away in it. I finally started to listen and learn and have empathy for other people instead of just going, yeah, fuck that, I'm not getting involved. And I still don't get involved in 99% of stuff anyway, but still, it's a way of growing. There's your 6 cups and Ace of Pentacles. There's stuff in the past that can help root you guys together. Look, after the Tower, you got an Ace of Pentacles over there. What does that tell you? Everybody knows, or at least most people who watch this channel are going to know, this Tower is that, nothing's going to be the same after this. No. All of this will be broken down in a moment like that. It'll be an epiphany.
You've got to build it up again.
You have to build it up again.
Somewhere else and somewhere new, in a new way, in a new fashion.
You can't go back, per se, to the old ways of thinking, because there's your thinking card. There's your psychic card. There's your suspended for a moment trying to take it all in card. But then there's 6 cups and Ace of Pentacles. There is a deep-rooted past between you and this situation, relationship, person thing going on here.
The 10 of Pentacles.
See, you guys have a past together.
Yes.
And if you break it down correctly, yep, there's your message card. Look at that, 8 of Wands. If you break it down correctly and let the epiphany come. So we're not talking about taking a scythe and mowing everything down and killing everyone in your path. We're talking about letting this epiphany come. Look at the other person's side of it. Think about what the other person went through. Think about how you contributed to the other person acting the way they did. This is a two-way street on this reading. So different because most of the time we tell y'all, walk away from them, leave them, don't even think about it. We're just telling you, walk away from them.
This is something you need to think about. You need to sit down and think, is this something you can get over? Is this something I can talk about?
I think y'all need to get over it. And it'll be hard, but I think you've got this rooted in the past. And with that 10 of Pentacles, there's your payoff. There's your family, longevity, everything coming together. And that 10 means it's your payoff. It's like after years and years of hard work, you get 10 of Pentacles.
The 6 of Wands.
Oh, that's what you had on the bottom of the deck.
Yeah, the 6 of Wands.
double
You
Empress.
could very well come out the winner in this situation, whether it's if you choose to go or to stay, to let them back in or move them on. Whichever your decision is, you'll be the winner.
Wow. This truly is up to you, but I am imploring you to give this person a listen at the very least. Look at this. There's your messages. There's your, that's your 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Empress. I'm imploring you to give this person a listen.
After you talk with them, then make your decision.
Yeah.
Well, and whatever decision you make, you're going to come out the winner.
That is ambiguous, isn't it? But in the meantime, yeah, look, there's a star. Last one.
Yeah.
Bam. Star. Do it. Listen.
2 stars.
This, if anything else, this is a learning experience for you to be a better person. You
It
know,
was
why can't we all
certainly a
just get
learning
better?
experience for the other person. They regret so much.
Oh, gosh.
And they just don't know how to deal with it. So, if this
Wow.
resonates with you, fantastic. If it doesn't and you know someone it does, share it with them. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. We would like that very much. And leave us a comment. We like to see your comments. And, what, did I say everything? Subscribe to us? Oh, I don't know either. So, this is universal read. If it fits you, fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Maybe the next one will. So, until our next read, may your moons always be full. Bye-bye.
Bye.